Us.
Oh, welcome back. The White Monster podcast with the longer-awaited Ben Hodge.
Yeah, the boys.
What's up?
Oh, make sure you
Cheers. Yeah, we can, dude. Fuck yeah.
Cheers.
The man's made it in.
Yeah, the only rule, we should have said this before, is they want you to be like a fist away from the microphone the whole time.
All right.
Otherwise, we'll have a Joseph situation.
Yeah, that kid's super smart until you... Exactly,
I've
bro.
been watching. I see the guests. I see the do's and don'ts.
Exactly.
Of
Nick Rod
podcasting.
sat with it fucking on his chest the whole time. It's not comfortable. I don't know.
That's a power move. I'll bring it to me. That effectively the same, right?
Yeah, same.
Works fine. But yeah, we've been talking a lot about Ben Hodge. Ben Hodge is the fucking
I'm gonna
man.
channel some Nicky Rod for a bit.
There you go.
I was surprised the shades weren't on.
Why? Why would I need shades? We're inside. It's middle of the day.
I thought it was a Ben Hodge staple.
No. I've lost all my pit vipers as well, or given them away to people. So I need a new signature look.
I could see that being a thing that you do. Being out, having a good time, super happy. Someone's like, I like those glasses, Jake. You know what?
100%. Yeah.
If it's going to make you happy.
Not just if they come off and like, I like those glasses, but if you meet a new friend and you're like, I like it, yeah, take this. Gift giving,
Fuck yeah, dude.
a nice thing to do.
Fuck yeah.
I've also been given all sorts of trinkets that I treasure. from random strangers at raves. So.
Where did if you've trained a B team, you've definitely seen Ben Hodge come in wearing the robe.
The robe, yeah.
Where'd that come from? Was that a trinket or was that?
No, that was like, I just found that me, Roman, Frankie, and Tati did a trip up to like Colorado Springs. They were competing in something. Oh, I competed
What, Grimey's gym?
Yeah, I fought yeah, it was a sub-only thing. We went to the draw.
The hardest man to sub ever.
Yeah.
Caleb Crum.
Yeah. I had him in like a triangle. He got it out of that. I took his back. He was just so slippery and just like, of the fucking elevation up there. I was gassing as usual. So, yeah, I think that match was a draw. But yeah, point of the story was we went up there to Colorado Springs, some shop we were looking around in. I just saw this beautiful robe. You ever see something and be like, man, my girlfriend would love this. And then like 10 seconds later, you're like, no, fuck her, this is for me. That's what happened.
There can't be many robes in your fucking length.
I just tried it on and I was like,
It was made for you.
yeah,
Dude.
it's coming with me.
It is a staple, dude. You come in wearing that, Benny Hodge. Someone's about to get
I've got a few robes now, so it's hard because I travel so much. There's only so much space in a suitcase. I can't have like
10 robes.
3 robes with me everywhere I go. So
Bro, you should do like how Joe's doing his favorite travel fucking bags.
Yeah,
You
the
do Benny
backpack
Hodge's
one.
favorite robes and how to fucking pack them.
pretty much, I've got like a different little cache of swag in each continent. Got some stuff in Mexico, some stuff in Australia. Most of my stuff's in Australia.
Yeah, you're nomadic now.
I am
The Mexico is
been living a nomadic lifestyle for a few years now.
Mexico's going to be the spot in the end, eh?
Yeah, have I told you guys anything about that?
Please.
Yeah.
So, my sister's been living there since like 2020. She kind of was just traveling around when COVID started, so she got stuck there and ended up in a spot called Puerto Escondido, which is a super famous surf spot. It's one of the best surf locations in the world. There's a real nice surf break that happens real close to the shore, so they have a lot of competitions and stuff there. So it's always been famous for that, but it's been real hard to get to because it's right down the bottom of the bottom state called Oaxaca, and the nearest capital city used to be like a 9-hour drive through the mountains to get to this town, but they've just opened it up. They've got a new highway. They've got a lot more flight routes that go there. And then during COVID, everyone kind of figured out, we can live here. It's dirt cheap. It's paradise, and we can work remotely. Like, fuck living in New York or whatever. So a lot of expats and stuff started moving down there. So the whole place is blowing up. And she started talking about buying land like ages and ages ago, like 2021. And I was like, it sounds interesting, but I don't know anything about it. Sort of be careful. And we ummed and ahed about it for a while. But yeah, we ended up buying a piece of land like right on the beach down there. And yeah, I'm about to start. Actually, construction starts tomorrow in Mexico on the beach. Mexican construction starts tomorrow in Mexico on the beach whatever I'm building. So it's like, could be used as just normal accommodation, like rented out. But I think I'm going to put a bunch of bunk beds there, have a spot to throw like BJJ camps, yoga camps, surf camps,
That's sick.
parties, whatever the fuck. It's just a sick venue on the beach in Mexico, and then I'll figure out what to do with it.
That's fucking sick.
That is sick.
But yeah,
You showed me. I think you showed me pictures. They have like the 3D
renders?
The render, yeah.
It looks fucking beautiful.
I can send them to you guys so you can put them up on the pod, like while we're talking.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, like once it's done, if the bottom floor is just 2 big rooms filled with bunk beds, the second floor is just like 3 little single units, private kitchen, private bathroom, and then the rooftop's just open. Gonna put like a hot tub, sauna, cold plunge, and then
Oh shit.
so like packed full, it could fit like 30, 35 people. So if you boys, for example, have 35 people that want to go on a camp with you to Mexico, you got a spot, like 45-minute flight from Mexico City, where you can just market it, promote it, go there, take a holiday.
That's crazy.
You think there's not 30 people out there that'd pay a couple grand to hang out with you guys?
Bro, yeah. That's actually a fucking sick idea.
So yeah, that's sort of what I'm building towards over there.
And you're the perfect fucking guy for it. You're like hands down, like you're the fucking man to hang out with and go on vacation with. Benny Hodge knows how to have a good time. His jiu-jitsu is fucking sick.
I do enjoy myself while I'm getting around doing all these things, losing all these matches. But
we've been on a lot of continents together now.
we have
We've
we've known each
traveled.
other a long time.
You guys have known each other for fucking like 10 years, right?
Yeah, Ben beat me up when I was a child, dude.
That's how we met. Literally, we met.
How many pounds ago is that?
Dude,
For which one of us?
he you've seen the videos of him on the scooter?
Yeah.
He was closer to that than this.
I might have rode my scooter into that tournament. I don't know.
Holy fuck.
Dude, we met at the first ever Grappling Industries in Adelaide, right?
Yeah, I think that would have been it.
And the first run of Grappling Industries, we tried doing prize money for the absolute divisions. So then,
So the motherfucker entered his own tournament.
me and David were going over for. I was like, "Can I enter as well?" He's like, "I mean, I could run it for the morning if you want to do the absolute." I was like, "All right." And then, but I subbed everyone, so you can't say I cheated. But then the motherfuckers made me spend the entire prize money on like. There's this place in Adelaide. I don't know if it's still there. It's like the equivalent of Pancake Parlor in Melbourne.
Oh,
near
the
Hindley
pancake
Street.
kitchen in that back
Yeah,
alley?
It's like open late, and
It's the only
these
thing in
these
Adelaide that's
motherfuckers racked
24/7.
up a 300 bill on pancakes just because I was paying because I won the prize money.
Could you drink
Like,
beer in it?
I
or is it
ordered
just-
like 3 and ate half of one. I was like, thanks, guys.
What is it, like a fucking Waffle House or some shit?
Yeah, that's exactly the idea. It's like just off the main drinking street, and just wild shit goes on.
Like 3 a.m. you want pancakes? That's where you go.
Does Waffle House serve booze?
The pancake kitchen, you can get a beer for sure.
Denny's back home serves booze, so we'd stop at Denny's because I was from a town that was outside the city. So we'd go and like drink all night at the fucking bar, and then you'd have to like drive 40 minutes home. And sometimes, like if you weren't fucking done yet, you're like, "Do we just go get a fucking all-American Grand Slam?" And you'd stop into the Denny's and just keep partying and just order beers and get fucking ate. It was
I didn't understand what Waffle House here was, and Freddie took me for the first time. And when we pulled up, and the first thing he did was make sure he had his fucking extra Glock on him. I was like, "Where the fuck are we?"
Bro, it's fucking crazy how many people are. I guess I mean we say it all the time. Was that weird for you when you came here? How everyone in our training room knowing them?
Yeah. It's,
They're like, "Oh yeah, I got a gun right here." I'm like, "Why?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Motherfucker, we're having a coffee."
it's.
Were you here when Bobby nearly blew his head off? Shooting his.
I don't
the
think I was
fucking-
in the room. I've heard the story so many times. I feel like I was,
Yeah,
but
that and them trying to get Kenta to do a despot.
that. Who gave let Bobby hold a gun to begin with?
Yeah, it went wrong from the start there.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we grew up with like hunting rifles back home, but just the fact that everyone has these fanny packs with like Glock holsters is like, what the fuck? It's kind of fucking nuts. But yeah, so you guys know each other for like 10 years. You came up with Lachlan?
I came up in Perth to begin with. Trained over there, moved to Melbourne in like 2013. Lockie didn't have a gym then. I was training when I first moved. I was like hadn't started doing Grappling Industries yet. I was doing security Actually, no, I wasn't even doing security when I first moved to Melbourne. I had to get a job at Subway just while I got my security license transferred like interstate. And so I was like living in the city to be closer to where the bars and stuff were that I was doing security and where Subway was. And I wanted to train with Kit, but he was out in a place called Noble Park. Back then, this is when Yuri, or it was just after Yuri had left. So the only people in Australia that were really competing at a high level were like Kit and Yuri out in Noble Park. So I was like, I want to go there, do what they were doing. But logistically, it wasn't really feasible when I first moved to Melbourne because it was like 3 hours travel each way on the train. So I was training at a gym called Dominance. Then Kit opened a spot in South Yarra, which is way closer. And I started training with him. Kit ran that for a while, and it was actually really sick training.
There's some good guys in that room.
Yeah.
The original ecological guy.
Yeah.
Kid Dale.
Pretty much, yeah. His thing was, I think he framed it in a very like controversial way to piss off all the Brazilians and worked really well. But
to make money too. I remember when I was a white belt.
Yeah, problem solving, and like that's what he was always really good at, is like figuring your game out. And the more times you roll him, the worse it would get. But he was always really, really tough to roll, and pretty good coach as well. I learned a lot from him. Not great at running a gym though. So like the people that opened the gym just thought they would open it, put his face on it because he's kind of famous and the money would just roll in. But South Yarra is like one of the most expensive competitive areas in Melbourne. And there was a good group of pretty high level competitors that like me were like, cool, this is where the good training's at, we're coming here. But that's not, as you guys know now, we're seeing with B Team, like you need the kids group, the beginners
the money
class.
Makers,
you need
the real money makers.
The 1% that are competing and doing well aren't paying.
They don't pay
for
bills.
the gym. Yeah, you need the rest.
You need the people that listen to Rogan and have no idea who you are,
so that those autists can just do nothing but jiu-jitsu and not have to worry about it. You need the.
I have this image of you, and tell me if I've made this up, but of you with a purple belt with fucking 12 stripes on.
Yeah,
that's real.
There's a photo out there. I think that was. I either did.
You won everything at that time at the colored belts. I remember you having crazy success because I think I was.
Well, I was winning everything in Australia, but then I'd go to Worlds and I'd like lose just short of the medal rounds at Worlds every time, and I was like, "Fuck yeah! I need to be a world champion." And I was just driven by that and trying to do that for a while. So people started calling me sandbagging. And then I was like, yeah. And then I've changed gyms a couple of times. So that's when the sandbagging Creonte thing started. Just changed my name to that on Instagram, leaned into it. But yeah, I never felt like I was at a level above like the top level purple belts or anything like that. And then got my brown belt, and same thing. I was doing well in Australia, doing well internationally as well. I got silver or bronze at Europeans, and I won the South American championships or some big comp in Brazil. But yeah, IBJJF, I just had so many matches where I came so close, tried so hard, and then either got fucked by questionable reffing or
had some of the worst reffing decisions I've ever seen.
Sometimes just defeating myself, sometimes just like putting the person on a pedestal and like not executing on the day, or like I've been through.
You beat a lot of good guys too, especially the.
I've had some moments
in the like. I remember it must be maybe brown or purple belt gi worlds. I remember you beat some really good guys from Brazil on your way to like the quarters.
Yeah. That's the thing with those big competitions, though. No one really remembers anything except for where you ended up on the podium. And that's how I felt about it at the time, anyway. And like, I'd always make it. I'd do well, but not well compared to like what I expected myself to do.
Yeah, it's really weird with those tournaments. It's like for anyone to give a fuck about your division, there has to be a superstar in it for them to know who placed.
Yeah.
So then even if you place one year, people forget. But then, like, if you're Masters 2 world champion and you just put world champion in your bio, you can have a lucrative gym in fuck nowhere. You know what I mean? Which is still good. Like, it's still a good, like, accomplishment. But, like, there's some purple belts out there who've placed at Worlds where, like, when did you do that? And they're like, man,
Exactly. You can... What something looks on a resume isn't always, like, the matches you had to get there are what really matter. But,
yeah.
We talked about with Nicky and Damon, actually. I gave an account of this from my memory. I wasn't there, but your trials in Kazakhstan where they did the ticket switch. You want to tell that story maybe more accurately than I did?
Because this story sounds fucking crazy.
It was pretty crazy. So, it was meant to be official ADCC trials. I don't know why it was in Kazakhstan to begin with, because isn't Kazakhstan Europe technically?
It's on the border of Asia.
Anyway,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Asian trials was supposed to be in Kazakhstan, like not even a week out, maybe 3 or 4 days out. It was literally the night before we were all going to the airport. They put out a statement or a message or a post or something saying, actually, it's not an official ADCC trials anymore. And we're all like, wait, what?
Like the day before?
No, like 2 or 3 days before. Like,
what the fuck?
We never really figured out what happened. I'll say my theory. This is just a theory. But I think that Mo thought that the ADCC guys that were running the competition were intentionally like not advertising it so that the divisions would be smaller, so their guys would have a better chance of going through to ADCC. That's my conspiracy theory. Just a conspiracy theory, nothing official. But anyway, whatever it was, we were like, well, we've already booked tickets. I'd booked tickets, so I was going to Kazakhstan, then from Kazakhstan to LA for Nogi Worlds. So I was like, I've still got to go to get my next flight anyway. I guess we're just going to see what happens. And then we got there, and yeah, they were like, they looked after us really well, to be fair. They obviously felt bad about the fuck around, so they were taking us to the fanciest dinners. They took us to this ranch, gave us a tour. This guy had like bears and deers and shit on his property and natural hot springs and eating just $100 steaks every meal. It was pretty sick. But we were like, so what's going on with the trials? And they were like, it's not a qualifier, but if there's a standout competitor, 1 or 2 people might get tickets. But they were like super vague about it, even up until the day. Then on the day, we were like, so what's going on? And they're like, yeah. So whoever has the best performance, we can say to Mo, like, you should invite this guy. And we're like, okay. So that's why I was doing a lot of like slapping the mat and like just being big and loud and dramatic, which I don't really do, but I was just trying to be like, hey, everyone, look at me.
Did you have a rat tail then?
No, I just had normal hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe the rat tail was the beginning of the end. No, but subbed everyone in my division, and then I was like, hey, could you like put my name forward to maybe get the invite? What's going on? And they were like, no, the winner of the absolute division gets the ticket. And they were like, oh, okay, it's kind of different to what you said before, but it's definite, right? If I win the absolute, it's definitely a ticket. And they said, yep. And so I won the absolute, and they gave me a ticket.
Yeah, I remember the video of you because you like beat everyone, and then you came up to the corner and like, "Am I going to ADCC?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's fucking amazing."
In my head, like my mindset on the day, I was kind of just hyping myself up, being like, "They're trying to take this shit from me." I've been through a lot leading up to that as well, so yeah, I was kind of very emotional, but I was like, "Say it, say I'm going, motherfucker."
So sick.
Say it on the camera.
That's fucking sick, though. That, like, you sub everyone in the division because they give you, like, an obstacle. Like, well, maybe if you're sick, we'll send you. And you're like, okay, I guess I'll play the fucking game. You play the game, and then they're like, just kidding, you have another thing. And you're like, hey, fuck it, I'll sub all them, too.
Moving the goalpost.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's what it felt to me like on the day, but, yeah, maybe I just talked to the wrong guy. And
it worked out.
Thing, but, yeah, it worked out. I went.
2019.
I didn't technically qualify. Technically, I got an invite. So then Mo was like, I was 88 for that. And then they were like, hey, we've got a spare spot at 99. Do you want that? And I was like, fucking absolutely. I can eat and lift and try my best, but I wasn't a proper 99er, I don't think.
No, it's tough. I mean, what do you walk around at right now?
Now I'm probably a proper 99er. I'm walking around about 100 kilos.
Yeah, fuck me.
It's not like this guy, but...
Yeah. I mean, you're at 205 right now.
205, yeah, that's me.
Fucking, what is that, 93 kilos?
But I need a good month's notice.
I was going to say 205 from the waist down.
Yeah. Keynes has to stop around 3 weeks out, you know?
Chop off your arms and legs, you're not making 205.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then your first trip out to B-Team was the same as my first one.
Yeah,
we lived in the house.
The red street.
The red street. With Kaya.
Infamous.
It was
We're the best.
The 88ers of Australia.
They wish we'd never moved out.
It all went downhill from that house from there.
Which house?
Never let the Europeans in.
The one that...
Well, the Joseph's always in?
Yeah. So
You guys were the OGs of that house?
we occupied that first.
That's fucking hilarious.
Gave it a test run. And that was cool. It's like just three of us.
We just did it the normal way with like one person in each room. And Joseph was like, this is not how we do it in Asia. Let's
It's
get
like-
17 people in each room.
Bro,
Put them in the closet.
Can't just cooking 30 pounds of chicken, just eating it in the fucking...
So,
Lenus, you got the eggs on fucking boil.
Lenus wasn't too bad. Lenus does eat a lot of eggs. Kanta would like cook eggs, burn them, eat the eggs out of the pan. There's still a layer of burnt eggs on the bottom. Put the pan back on the stove, cook more eggs on top of the burnt eggs, and just keep doing that. And I get it to the pan in the morning, I'll be like, I'm not a OCD, neat, clean person. I'm very messy, but like in that house, I was the dad.
You were the
I was like,
reasonable
"Guys,
one. Joseph started leaving
bin's full.
passive aggressive notes.
Yeah, Joseph is, to be fair, Joseph cleans up after himself better than almost everyone, but he's also the most like, he complains about everyone else's shit, and it's like, well, if I'm washing my dish and there's 3 other dishes here, I'll just wash them all. Like, if everyone
Yeah.
does that, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, no, that's not mine, I'm not doing it. And yeah, the place was a fucking disaster.
Dima's just
It
doing
was fun,
voice
though.
notes in the corner.
Ah, Dima.
Holy
Oh, don't get me started.
Bro, when I first met you guys were at Roman's. Stephen Panilla. I think you were there for a bit.
I don't think we were there
No,
at
I
the
don't think
same
we were
time.
there at the same
I
time.
thought you were there and you were on the couch.
I think I took the couch.
Or actually, you might have been doghouse.
I might have been
You might have
doghouse.
been doghouse when he was there.
No, Ben wasn't there.
Oh, fuck.
That was separate, but yeah, that couch has been the doghouse a couple times.
I remember I went there the one time. It was like Cam Donnelly, maybe you. No, maybe it was just Roman.
No, Cam Donnelly and I were there at the same time, but me and Ben no.
Or I was there when you were there when we went to fucking that Halloween rave. I was there for like an hour.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, when I was there, it was me, Stephen briefly, Sean, Frankie, Roman, and then we had Caleb for a bit. We had Tito for a bit. That house,
Tito's the man.
that
shout
house
out
was
to
the
Tito.
original trap house, jiu-jitsu trap house.
That house was fucking hilarious. I remember Caleb came. Caleb was just on the last podcast. I love Caleb. Caleb came, and Caleb hasn't gone to college. He was like a homeschooled kid. Very, very, very sweet boy. Sweet boy Caleb. And he was like, I'm going to come down. I want to train at B team. And I was like, fuck yeah, come down. And then at the time, me and my girl were living in a bachelor apartment. Like, there's no room. It's just like one room with like,
the
a kitchen
studio.
and shit. Like, so you can't really have people live with you. It's just fucking weird. So I was like, man, I don't really have a place for you to stay. Let me look around. So I like asked Roman. And he was like, yeah, man. So like to Caleb, that was like,
Roman will say, "Yeah, man," even if he's got like
yeah.
staying in a
It is, isn't it?
he's staying in a shed. He doesn't have his own bed, but he's like, "There's a bit of floor over there."
Yeah. And I was like, Roman, like, I'll vouch for the kid, but just let me know. And he was like, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I was like, all right. So I sent Caleb there. Every day I'd see Caleb come in with you fucking guys. And it was like Caleb's first taste of like being away from his family. And it was like mini college for him. He was like, we did this, we did that, we did this. And I was like, Jesus Christ. He's like, this guy's he kept saying, he's like, dude, Cam Donnelly just keeps saying I suck dick under the fucking stairs, dude. Every time I walk into the house, he goes, oh, sloppy boy. He just rips off. He's like, I don't even know what to say. I just freeze up. I was like, well, you might want to come up with something quick if you don't want to be the butt of the joke the rest of the trip, kiddo.
Then he went out wearing the fucking race car suit and quickly realized he wasn't 21 and not getting in.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I know. He was like messaging me. I was like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, just playing Fortnite. I was like, do you still have the race car suit on? He's like, no, I took it off. I was like, all right. We won't get into too much of that, but yeah, it was just funny seeing him there with all the fucking guys. He was pretty stoked on it. He's like, dude, do you know how many guys in this house have been to ADCC? I was like, yeah, they're my friends. I was like, I got you the room there. He's like, it's fucking crazy. He's like, you know Ben Hodges? I was like, yes, Caleb. Yep. He was all starstruck, fucking texting me and shit. It's a funny little fucker.
Vince Pizzuto is the biggest loss for the weekend scene at B team.
Yeah, although he's very disciplined and like when he's got something coming up, you can't get him to go out.
No,
party.
no,
like,
he's the man.
yeah, he's
No.
a lot more disciplined and serious about it than me.
He is,
I'm
but
always like, come on, it's gotta be sick, and he's like, no, must resist.
We saw him in Vegas, and we were going in to get Chinese food, and he was like, "Yeah, I haven't partied or anything in months." And I was like, "Oh, sick." He's like, "Yeah, because you're sober, right?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sober with drinking." He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like,
wagging immediately.
"Yeah." I was like, "I mean, I'll go out and do other stuff." You know what I mean? He was like, "You guys want to go out now? Fuck the sobriety." He like switched from like 10 weeks. He was like, "Yo, motherfucker, let's get on it." I was just started laughing.
Yeah.
Emily was on mushrooms at the Chinese food place. I'm like, "Dude, we're on mushrooms right now." He's
Did
like, "What
you-
the fuck?"
Have you seen the size
No,
of
that's-
it recently?
Bro,
The man's already a giant, 6'6", whatever, but
bigger now because the volume of
he's
training.
shredded.
Yeah.
Elevate Fitness. Is it fitness? Health?
Elevate health.
Sorry,
I don't know, Robbie. Elevate. Fucking.
Yeah. Whatever they're doing it right. You
Bro,
know?
I just saw Robbie's truck too. Whatever they're doing, they're really doing it right. I was like, what the fuck, bro? It's yeah, Vince is the fucking man. He's fucking the size of a house around. Dude, when he was dropping us off at the hotel, he always comes out to give you a hug. He comes out
the best hug in the world.
best hug in the world. Gives Emily a hug. He's like, "So nice to see you." As he's giving me a hug, a drunk guy stumbles in to get into his truck. And Big Pizzuto just goes, "The fuck?" And the guy's like, looks over, he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Uber." And he's like, "Nah, motherfucker." And he walks the guy away. I was like, man, if you're a drunk guy, you just look up, you're like, "Oh shit, who the fuck is that?" It's pretty fucking funny, dude. But it's good to see those guys.
Dude, yeah.
Are you going back out for CJI?
Right, it's your truck now.
I guess. Are you gonna go out for CJI too?
No, I'm leaving soon, August 6th.
Damn.
I've got to be back in Australia in September. Nick's actually, I just got to be back in Australia by September. And first I'm going to go back to Mexico for a bit, visit my sister. So I could have stayed out just to sort of watch, but I'd rather go spend a bit of time with her before I go home. And then,
Not have your body abused by Nick Road for the camp.
yeah, I can live without that, I think. Like now that you're back, I feel okay.
Pass the baton.
There was a tough couple months when you were in Australia and Vince had left and
Corbin's gone.
Corbin wasn't there either.
It was me and Ben.
Yeah, it was
Ben was taking the
It was
brunt.
mostly him because I'd just be like, nah.
It was ridiculous. They're like, "Hey, we want to get good at high step passing. You guys have like really good supine guard." I was like, "Well, Ben's got a better supine guard than me, so send him in." And Ben would just be like, "Sure." And
Yeah,
then
but
they'd be
their
like,
whole
"You
problem
follow
version of problem solving is like, oh, he's having trouble with this. Let's just put him in the same position and let him just
hammer
smash it over and over and over. It's like it wasn't like one sided to begin with. It's not like I was catching him 99. Like if I'm lucky,
You got some crabs in there."
I'd tangle him up sometimes for a second, and then there's always a point where he can just go, and if he spazzes enough, I'm just gonna but it's not much I can do.
Bro, and when he was doing those, I don't know if he did this to you at all, but when he did when he was doing that, like getting used to high stepping, motherfucker would lose his footing at the end of practice. So there's numerous times he would high step pass and then slip. Well, he'd slip, and his fucking knee would come down.
Yeah.
And just whop, and he'd be like, "Sorry," and you're like,
That's the terrifying thing.
"All right, thanks."
There's no malice in it, and
No.
he's very agile and graceful. He's not clumsy, but he commits 100% to everything he does. So to have a chance of getting anything on him, you also have to commit 100% to anything you do, which is just like a recipe for limbs to go flying.
He fucked Kai up that first.
That was a funny one.
He was fucked. Kai was like, just like dizzy, sat at home, and he left the fucking stove on. He was like that out of it.
Bro, Kai's prone to getting concussed. He got concussed at Worlds this year too.
Really?
That might be true, but getting prone to kneed in the head through a knee cut pass by Nicky Rod, that'll do it to most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, him and Nick
That might have been
Mattia.
me out, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
The Uso genes might have saved him, you know?
Fuck yeah,
That's
dude.
true.
That is true. Him and Nick Mattia, dude. I've gone knee to the head more than them.
Oh, Nick Matai, he loves a flying knee.
Bro, he just fucking sends that fucking knee cut.
You got kneed the other day. Split your nose.
He's a nice guy. He just fucking he healed me in the fucking temple, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine." And then like he scratched shit. I was like, I can't say anything because I do this to you guys. And then he fucking headbutted me after, and it started bleeding. I was like, "Bro, it's the first round, It's Saturday morning.
With 3 down already.
I feel dead. Quit hitting me in the face."
Yeah, Saturday's fucked at the moment. After doing the cop rounds the day before, and then straight into Saturday, it's fucked.
Nicky Ryan's trying to use it for his advantage. He's like, "We're changing it to 12." And I was like, you just want to sleep in, dude. He's like, what? I'm here. I'm fucking you. Look around, dude.
Hey, that's your sensei now. You don't question Nicky Ryan.
That's true. Fuck him. I told him the other day, I was like, dude, I had so
He
many
wants to make
cheeseburgers last night.
4 p.m. so he can play Fortnite or whatever he's doing.
That's true. I told him to
Do
start.
we have a new name yet for the gym?
They.
I don't think we can. Can we?
I mean, we talked about it on the
We
last
do it
one.
as secret?
Did we?
Yeah, when I think
I mean,
they're
everyone knows what's fucking.
they're leaning towards a simple man variant, and they're like. They were like, "Oh, Craig's told us it's a good idea," and I was like, "Craig is fucking with you."
Yeah. Yeah. The Simple Man Gym.
I think it's
So there's some complex individuals in that gym.
So there are,
Yeah, Simple Man Martial Arts. And they're like, well, Craig said it was a good idea. Because we were like, I don't know, bro. And he was like, no, Craig said it was a good idea.
The guy who abandoned us?
We were like, bro,
It's like waiting for Dad to come home with the milk.
Yeah.
Just want to make you proud.
bro, not even the guy who abandoned you, but the guy who's currently trying to sell. He's like, oh, great idea. It's like, you know who also told me that? The guy who just sold me my truck. He told me everything was a fucking good idea, dude. He just wants the papers. Maybe not. I'm going to take that out, but just joking. But yeah, I think that's what they're leaning towards, but I don't know. We'll fucking see.
Well, as long as it's the same group of people with the same work ethic and skills and the vibe, and yeah, I think it's a good.
Yeah, it can't go wrong.
Yeah.
There's everyone in there, so
Keep
cool
keep-
dudes.
The thing that makes it special isn't gone yet.
Isn't the name? Yeah, exactly.
For sure. It's just cool if we have a cool name. It's weird because B Team was a sick name and New Wave was a sick name.
Is
Now
B-Team a cool name? Or did you look at that weird when it began? Do you
I
know?
mean, well, I looked at it weird, but then it became.
It became cool. Yeah.
New Wave was always a sick name. When New Wave came out with their name, I was like, that's kind of fucking tight,
Yeah.
dude. But
Even
then,
Kingsway is pretty cool, especially like because he built his name off of being the king.
I guess.
Mm.
I don't know.
Maybe
There's so many comments on it that I saw, like, can we make this Prince's journey? Because it's Nikki, and I was like, Jesus Christ, you guys are just
so
going to
gay.
keep fucking going with this shit. I was like, there's no way. You can't do that, dude.
We'll brainstorm. I'll come up with something.
Yeah,
Have a sesh.
you should be in charge of that for sure.
That
Put the creative minds to it.
Be in charge of a lot of things.
We can lock you and Roman in a room. See what the minds come up.
Well, we
Send
won't.
the list.
We won't
through.
do any brainstorming or constructive work.
Holy fuck. Yeah, how many you've done? I mean, you come out here for a couple months here. You go back. You're always traveling because you work remote through grappling.
So I run, I guess for anyone listening that doesn't know, I run the Grappling Industries events in Australia, which are doing awesome at the moment. First of all, shout out to everyone that comes to the comps and everyone involved in making them happen, especially Nick, who's been running them all back while I'm away.
He's the man.
He is the man. So yeah, that's the reason I got to get back in September and get a bit more hands-on with running them and see how everything's going, but also give him a bit of a break. What was the question?
We're just talking
We're
about you
just talking
running
about
grappling
you.
industry.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, while I'm over here, I don't have to work. I'm still organizing everything for the events back home. So I just come here because this is where the good training is. And I love you boys, love the team here, the vibe. So I can kind of be based wherever and still... Now I can. At first, when we were first doing them, I was sort of had to load the truck, drive it out, set up the event, run the event, meet all the staff, do everything. The bigger it's gotten, now I'm able to sort of... Or I've learned that the more you can delegate that sort of all the actual hands-on stuff to other people, the more you can sort of step back and actually organize it better. So yeah, we're up to like 25 events a year now.
Holy shit.
Sick.
Yeah. Multiple events every month. We're adding new cities. We've just added like Canberra. Next year I'm going to do like Sunshine Coast, and we've done Far North Queensland before. I want to get back up there, but it's just Australia is so big, man. Like Melbourne to Brisbane is 20 hours and then another 20 hours in the same direction to get to like Cairns and Townsville. So it's a bit fucked.
You were doing a lot of that driving.
All of it.
Great.
All of it.
You had a car accident, a truck accident on one of the trips?
Yeah.
Was that to Adelaide?
That was to Adelaide, yeah. So my friend was driving. She fell asleep at the wheel on a highway going 110k an hour. Luckily, it was like a curve, and they have these big, thick cable guardrails on the side of the highway. So it didn't go head on into a tree or something, because I wasn't even wearing a seatbelt. I was like been taking shifts driving, so I was like trying to get some sleep across the middle seat like that, not even wearing a seatbelt. And she just hit it at like an angle, so the truck just slid along it and came to a stop because it hit, and I like woke up, and she obviously had just woken up and was like, ah, and I like ripped the handbrake on, and then it came to a stop, and I was like, holy shit, are you okay? So obviously that was crazy, but a lot of blessings in disguise. Like, first of all, it's a diesel truck, so apparently, I didn't know this before, but diesel, you need an actual flame for it to ignite, whereas like petrol, even a spark will do it. So the gas tank is on the outside of the truck, like underneath it. So it got ripped through by one of the fence posts. So like even a spark, the whole thing would have blown up if it was petrol.
Holy shit.
So yeah, we would just... Somehow
You still made the event.
We ran that event, motherfuckers.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. But that was scary. So we don't drive through the night anymore. We drive through the day, get an extra night's accommodation.
Fuck,
All
yeah.
right, it's not worth it to save about $100 on a hotel.
Bro, that's a good ad for those fucking steel cables.
Yeah, dude.
To stop a fucking truck that heavy?
Yeah,
that highway between
they saved my
Adelaide and
life.
Melbourne's, because there's nothing to see. It's just the middle of the country. There's nothing.
What's the fuck? This is a stupid question, but I've never been to Australia. What the fuck does the middle of, like, when you drive around like Alberta or like going towards BC, just mountains and forest?
Oh no, flat dirt.
That's what it is? It's just like a desert?
Depends where. Like, a lot of it is just flat dirt and bushland. Some of it's like flat farmland. There's some that's like hilly and mountainy, but...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've seen so many car accidents on that road, like bad ones too. I remember.
The road to Adelaide is not too bad. You got that giant creepy koala. Like,
Yeah, you got a giant
so
koala.
you got that to look forward to, and then you got that giant pink salt lake. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can go the coastway. That's
Melbourne
pretty
to Brisbane is fucked.
nice. Is worse.
Well, there's two ways. You can go the coastway, so you pretty much go to Sydney and then go up the coast from Sydney, which theoretically is a nicer drive, and it's only like 30 minutes to an hour longer on Google. But if you get stuck behind some tourist on a coastal road that's just like, and like they're all one lane and you can't overtake because there's trucks and you're like trying to, yeah. And you've got a 20-hour drive, so you're like, fuck yeah, I'm just raging the whole time. I just prefer go down the middle.
Yeah.
20 hours and nothing is fine. I listen to podcasts.
There you go.
That's a shit ton of podcasts to get through.
Yeah, I've listened to every single episode of Case File, like two or three times at this point.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, back home, it's like, it's either farmland that you drive through if you go one way, but the other way is like beautiful if you go towards BC, because like you're going towards the ocean, it's just all mountains. But like we have random little shit too. Like if you drive to Saskatchewan, I think someone's gonna fucking correct me on this. I forget where it is driving to, but you pull through a town and it's like the world's largest tractor tires, and it's outside the fucking town, dude. You're like, fuck yeah.
It's like an Australian thing to have like a rural town with like a big thing.
That's what we have.
Just a giant thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, koala. When I drove up to Mount Gambier, we stopped at the Big Lobster. It's like random shit like that.
There's like a big merino. There's like just a big sheep somewhere.
Yeah, ours is like the biggest.
There's a big banana. There's a big strawberry. There's a big pineapple.
It's like, fuck.
And some of them aren't even that big.
No, some of them are disappointing.
Yeah,
I feel like it's- I
you
feel
know
like-
they did the bare minimum. It's like it's a bigger than average tomato. Come to our town, please.
There's a gas station and a pub. There's always one dude who wants to fight you for not being from there in the pub. And you're like, no one's from here, motherfucker.
Oh, bro, dude, I was that fucking guy growing up because our town was exploding, and I hated those people. I used to make fun of those people all the time. I was like, dude, townies are such fucking losers. And then I caught myself, and I was like, oh, you don't know you're turning into a townie until you like catch yourself fucking yelling. Because like our town, like when we moved there, it was like 6,000 people, and when I went to high school, it was like 10, and then when I graduated, it was like 12 to 15. Now it's like it's the fastest growing city in Canada because we're like 45 minutes to that.
Cochrane specifically.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes to the mountains, and it's 45 minutes to like the major cities. So it's like perfect for people to want to be in between. But like, it's fucking exploded to I think we have like 180,000 now.
Holy
like
shit.
massive. But we would like go to like there's still the local bars which are like literally old school saloons called the Hotel. It looks like a fucking Western saloon. It's a piece of shit fucking bar, but it's just our bar. And I was in there the one night and I heard these guys being like, yeah, I'm local. And I was like, where are you from? And they're like, here. And I'm like, how long? And they're like, oh, we moved in from Airdrie. I was like, you're not fucking local, dude. Shut that. Then I like, stopped myself because I was like 15 rye and fucking gingers in. And I was like, wait. You're becoming that fucking cunt, dude. Don't fucking do that.
I was trying to explain to Austin what revolver was yesterday.
What's that?
The American mind cannot comprehend.
It's that bar that just stays open.
Yeah, it doesn't anymore. The golden years of revolver are gone.
It was just open from Thursday to Monday?
Yeah, if, like we could go right now if this was like Melbourne back in like, I don't know, 2017, 18.
And there's people in it?
You always.
You're on a bender, you think you're done, but then you find there's a little bit left in the bag. You're like, oh shit, I know one place I can go. Theoretically, I've heard that's what people used to do. But yeah,
that's what Reddit says.
Yeah, it used to just be open from like I think a Friday or Thursday afternoon until like Monday afternoon, and the windows are all blacked out. It's like Buckine of Melbourne.
Yeah, you don't know what day it is, what time it is. You just like, in you go.
Did you say it was like part restaurant too, but not really?
I think that's how they like sold it, as like in the day it was a restaurant, but it was the same.
Thai food is pretty good though. I had a pad Thai revolver. But yeah, they close it now. Rumor I have no idea if this is true, but the rumor that's always gone around and you hear is that like someone died and they didn't find them for a couple of days. So, like,
that's exactly what I told him yesterday.
Yeah,
I was like, God, I hope
that's the law. It's not verified. ChatGPT, is that true?
That's fucking hilarious. Someone died. They didn't find him for a couple of days. Is it nice in there? Or is it pretty dingy?
It's dark.
What do you imagine?
It's very dark.
I imagine it's exactly what I think. A bunch of people on a fucking bender.
Yeah, it's very classy.
Yeah, very, very beautiful. Fuck, dude, that's
Cocktail bar.
That's fucking hilarious. So you guys start digging in Mexico. I mean, we talked about this the other day. We talked about because you're like you don't. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't get a lot of fucking like. I feel like you're so like you don't put out instructionals, and you're just kind of like, I'm just enjoying life, man. I'm saying like this is a good time, and I'm always like, dude, you should be putting out instructionals. You should be doing this, and you're like, whatever, like because you're so fucking technical, and like your guard and everything's so fucking like you're so fucking good.
Oh, first of all, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, it's true. Like we like all
you are the man.
all the guys who play guard, they're like, let's go ask Benny Hodge. I mean, go talk to Ben.
You're one
Hodge.
of the unsung assets of the team.
It's fucking ridiculous. Underappreciated boy.
Stop. When it comes to like not putting out instructionals, and I mean, my focus is already so split because I've got the running of the events. Even though I'm not there for all of them, that's a full-time thing. Like I had a comp in Canberra, like literally just happened yesterday, and then another one this weekend in Adelaide, and then another one the weekend after that in Melbourne. Each one of those has like parents emailing going, I'm in the wrong division, blah, blah, blah. It's too difficult to read the information page. Let me just send you 10 emails. So yeah, it's constant, just like, it's not so much the time, because there's still enough hours in the day that I can train twice a day, then theoretically get everything done that I need to. It's just sort of split into blocks. So I wake up, I try and get some emails done. I go to training, get bashed from 12 till 2, go home. Now I've got a few hours to try and get whatever else is on my to-do list done. Then go back to the gym, have a lighter training in the evening. And that's what I try to aim for. But there's more the mental effort and energy that you can commit to either. Because when, like, you know, you see the guys that are like Nicky Rod, Declan, Joseph, Owen, like when you're making it the number one thing that you're going for, it's like, even when you're not on the mat, you sort of, your mind still is, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
I get back from training and I'm like, need to like compartmentalize all of that shit that just happened, focus on this for a second, and then it's just stress. I think it's all just accumulative stress, like trying to compete and be the best in one thing while you have another thing that you're also trying to like
make successful.
For I'm not explaining this very well, I don't think.
I think you're explaining it great.
Yeah.
You're stacking on a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
There's almost like so much wavelength you have in your fucking brain.
Like
and I don't
the
have
fucking bottle up, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't have the incentive of like, I need to put out an instruction. Like a lot of you guys that are doing the full-time athlete thing, I'm lucky that I don't have that pressure of like, I need to put food on the table. Of like, I've got the bills covered as long as I don't drop the ball with this Grappling Industries stuff. I've got that covered, and then I focus as much as I can on this with the other side. But for a long time, I think that's been becoming less the number one priority, and I'm more interested in, running that as well as I can, and also some of the other things that I've got going on. And just, there's a lot more to life than jiu-jitsu.
For sure.
I'm wasted on these mats, fellas.
But
I haven't been as motivated to push that as the main thing for probably the last couple of years, and I think I've probably more just been coming to terms with that lately. And yeah, we had a little conversation about this the other day. I don't feel as excited or motivated to compete, and I've done this my whole life. Like, since I was 15, I've been training. Since I was 17, 18, I've been traveling and trying to compete and push myself and make this. And I'm glad I did, because it sort of has led me to where I am. And the reason I make myself compete is because I hate it. I'm like, it's very stressful. I have all these internal voices and intrusive thoughts come in, and it's just a process of trying to shut those up and get out there and do the thing anyway, which I still want to keep doing, but it's not like the goal of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes to putting out instructions, we've been talking lately. I want to put out a crab ride thing, because even though I feel like I'm not as good at it as some of the guys that I've trained with, because I've been exposed to guys like Levi and Ari and Lucas. So they've got a more technical understanding of a lot of things, but I feel like I could put out a more intermediary crab ride for dummies, we were going to call it, just because there's a lot. It's such a complex. If you try and focus on all of it at the start, you kind of get lost. Yeah. I think you need to boil it down to a few things and sort of expand slowly from there. But anyway, it is something that interests me. I just finding the time when I've got all this other shit going on. First I got to get this shit built in Mexico, then I got to get this shit, then I got this. At some point, if I have a camera and some inspiration, I might make a video and put it out somewhere. But what am I even going to do with it? Put it on Fanatics and give them half the money? I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, me and you have had a lot of talks like this, because you've said this to me. We're me and you are similar when we come to competing. I think years ago, because I put a lot on competing. I remember the first time I was competing, and I remember someone said to me in the gym, and you walked by, and they were like, "What happens to you when you compete?" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "What the fuck happens to you? I feel like you don't compete as well as you train." And I remember you walked by and you went, he's just a flighty motherfucker, just like me. And when you just walked into the bathroom, I was like, fuck. And he was like, he just cares, and it kind of fucks him. And I was just like, God damn, we've had numerous conversations where you're like, I think you care so much, where it is true. I think that I was using competition to fill this is me saying this from me. I think I used competition to fill a void from something when I was a kid, or something from growing up. I'm not even going to get into that shit, but where I'm I'm not a loser. There's a common thing in my brain where it's I'm trying to prove to people, see, I'm not a loser. I'm not this. I'm not that. I can get good. I can be good. But then when you put all that pressure on something that's, in the end, it really doesn't say, you can be a fucking bad person and be good at one thing. It actually doesn't show what you are. You know what I mean? I'm not.
I've come across a ton of them in this.
I'd go as far as to say being good at jiu-jitsu is actually one of the least important qualities in a person that you meet.
You know what? You know what I mean?
I could give a fuck, really.
Yeah. So I put so much into I just want to be like this, and I want to be able to show everyone because I was a fucking idiot between 17 and 23. I was trying to make it. I'm trying to make good now, and I'm trying to do this. But really, it's just we've had these talks, and I kind of had a realization the other day when I was lifting at East, and I just went to B team. I trained with you. I trained with Deck. We go home. I got lunch. I'm with my wife. We're working out with Sean, and I'm sitting there, and I was kind of man, if you'd have told me 3 years ago that I'm hanging out with Ben Hodge, I'm hanging out with Declan, I'm on B team, I'm competing, I have a strength conditioning coach, I'm not broke, I have money, I'm gonna get married to a girl who's hella supportive. I think the only thing that's lacking in my life is the medals, but everything else I have. I have everything else that I wanted. The only thing is a piece of fucking paper that says you did this, congratulations. Like the validation, like the exterior validation of people who really I don't really give a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like I know like my boys know me for me, and if I fuck up, they'll tell me I fucked up, and if I don't, they're gonna be my friends. And I think that's like you really helped me realize that. And as of lately, it's been like, oh fuck, maybe I should just compete when I want to for fun. And competing lately has been a lot more fun. I still get nervous, I still puke, but like it's not like when I lose, I'm like, see, you're a loser. It's like, whatever. I'll go to work tomorrow. I'll hang out with the boys.
I think a lot of people sort of have a similar thing that drives them, whether they're conscious of it or not. I think what you were just describing, that's the way I try to be now. Like, you're not motivated by like, I need to do this or I ain't shit. It's just like, what the fuck else would I want to do with my day than go hang out with my boys and fuck around? This is my art. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm pretty good at it. Just play around. But then it gets to a point where it gets hard and you have to push and you're like, and it can become like a chore. And yeah, it does help in those moments to have something being like, no, we have to go. Even though you don't want to, today we're going, motherfucker. And like, I had that for a long time. But it was driven by all the stuff you were just saying, all that, like, I just felt like a kid that was nobody, and I wasn't getting invited to parties or talking to girls anyway. If I had, I probably wouldn't be good at anything right now. But I was like, started doing jiu-jitsu for the first time ever. People were like, wow, you're so young. If you stick at this, you'll be really good. And like, put effort into me, and I started getting good and I was a 14, 15-year-old kid beating up adults, and I was like, wow, this is like a superpower. And then just got a little taste of real confidence through doing that. But all of that confidence and my whole identity was like tied into being the guy that was good at jiu-jitsu and winning jiu-jitsu competitions. So then your ego takes the losses extra hard, and like it just, I don't know, over time there's a lot of benefits to that. And it took me a long way, and you're not going to get up at 6 a.m. and go running and do the battle ropes and do the training and then do extra rounds after and then do a workout after as well. You don't do all that extra stuff if you wake up already going like, yeah, I'm the shit. Like a little part of you has to be like, I've got to prove dad wrong. Like whatever it is for you. But I don't know, for me, I feel like, I went through that for a long time. Almost kind of got burnt out, almost quit competing a couple times, kind of stuck it out, went a bit longer, broke my leg, tried to come back, almost came back. Now I'm here because I love it. I love training. I'm fucking sick at it. Let's talk about my competition yesterday.
Let's.
So you boys know, everyone at the gym or that has met me in the last couple of years probably knows that I haven't been in my competition era, like focusing on it as much. Even before this, I think, like, the last time I competed before this was Polaris in like October. I had a match on that, which went
fantastic.
Which went well. But again, like for that, I had
against again
a guy called Dave Weston, black belt from the UK, tough.
Been around forever, Dave.
Yeah,
you did that, and then you smashed the Submission Hunter Pro before that, right?
Was that the one with Abe?
Yeah,
you tapped him with the crowd.
That was probably the one before that, yeah. So, but even both of those, like I wasn't training like you boys are training. You know what I mean? Like I was at the gym as much as I could be, and I'm putting everything in when I'm there. But if there's some fucking fun shit on the weekend that I want to do, I'm going to go do that. And yeah, I've been doing it, but also living my life along the way and not taking it as seriously as I once did. And so they were almost kind of like false positives. I got away with it against Abe and Dave, but the match yesterday, so I've been really leaning into this not training things for the last month. I went to a festival, then been partying quite a bit since then, and met a dude at a rave who was running a hot dog stand, and he was like, oh yeah, I do jiu-jitsu too, blah, 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 blah. Then he introduced me to his brother. They were like, yeah, we're running this catch wrestling event thing, and I was like, oh cool, yeah, not really listening. They were like, oh, you went to ADCC, started talking all sort of shit, and then they said there was like a $2.5 grand prize thing, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then saw him another time, and I was also, let's call it drunk, and just fuck yeah, dude, put me in, I'll fucking smash everyone, and just agreed to do it. And then at training, that was probably a week and a half before the event. So I cut out the partying for that week and a half, but it wasn't enough. And at training, I kind of knew it was a bad idea. I've hit the wall very, very quickly these days. For first round, I'm starting to get almost a panic attack because I'm just like can't breathe, and I'm not even rolling someone that is tough. But I almost pulled out, but then I was like, "No, don't be a bitch. We agreed to it. We're still going to do it." Went and lost to, I can't remember his name, the blue or purple belt from New Wave. Good kid, not like I don't want to be disrespectful, but I feel like not close to as good as me, but just taking it a lot more seriously. And dude, the moment it wasn't immediately easy, I was just like, oh fuck, you're telling me even if I win this, I've got to do it 2 more times? Fuck off. And just
was he the big one?
no, he wasn't that big. He was a little bit smaller than me, maybe like 215.
Fuck.
I'd know him if I saw him. Yeah.
Anyway, he made it to the finals, and then that Austrian kid that's been training with us, David, took him out.
Yeah,
So-
that kid's going to be good too. He's only young. Him and Corbin born on the same day.
He's like
Same
if
look in their eyes too.
They
He's
weigh
like
the
if-
same. They look the same.
it's like if Corbin and Lenus had a child. Lenus smashed it, kind of. He lost the decision,
He
but
lost the decision.
in my eyes, it was all Lenus. Like
Yeah,
that match-
calf slicer was the only thing I think that
Well,
swayed it, but it's like Lenus was definitely
look
up
under
higher.
the rules, he definitely lost. I'm not saying that, but that is just Lenus's style. It takes it. The 6 minutes he had was enough to cook him.
Yeah,
If that had gone another minute, you could see it. The guy had nothing for him. The guy was like, "Thank God."
I think that was.
Bro.
I know Lenus fought some good guys, but I think that was probably the best guy he's fought because Andre Porfirio's beaten everyone.
Yeah, and a dangerous style, but that's
Best guy on the biggest stage.
Yeah. I think it's only the start. Lenus is a young fella.
that match was like every single one of my rounds with Lenus. Is like he goes into my guard. I've got some tricky shit I can catch him with, but if he can survive it, it just gets worse and worse over time. And he's just standing there with his tree trunk legs. You'll like almost sweep him. His butt gets down to the mat. You use a bunch of energy, and then he just pops back up, and you're like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah.
And then eventually he just keeps that pressure up, and he gets past, and that's what was happening. And then the match ended, and Porfirio's life was
Yeah, it definitely would have been different at 15 minutes, other than the 8 or 9, whatever the prelim matches are.
Yeah.
Um,
Fucking B team keeps finding these fucking 200 to 210 pound kids with endless gas tanks. And it's just like, fuck off.
Colin's ridiculous.
fucking leave
Colin never gets tired.
Doesn't get tired. Doesn't get fucking tired.
Try
And then like
put him in the 50 or the close guard just to get some fucking.
Lenus doesn't get tired. Someone else doesn't get tired. There's another big fuck. Oh, Jake Coleman.
Jake Coleman
Jake
never
Coleman
gets
doesn't
tired.
get fucking tired.
Fuck it.
It's just like, dude, you guys are 200 pounds. Have no gas tank. Fuck off. I'm supposed to have a gas tank. I'm tall and lanky.
I'm like, what are these guys doing?
You
And they're
get
just-
tired, but you don't stop.
Depends on the day, brother. I mean, it
Nah,
depends
you
how
don't
angry.
stop. You're,
You'll be dying, almost crying, and just like still,
the frames are still coming in.
Dude,
the stiff arm frames.
bro, that's if there's ever, I commented on a BJJ Fanatics thing, or I tagged them in something. I was like, you guys want the frame instructional?
It's just you on a decline bench press for an hour.
That's all it would be. It would just be a video of me. I mean, if I still drank, it would just be like, you ever watch those old Zach Wild videos? The guitarist of Ozzy Osbourne. He had videos of him just like cracking beers, drinking Jack Daniels, benching in his garage, just cranking fucking metal. It was just hilarious as fuck. If I still drank, I would just make the video of that, dude. Just me crushing beers and fucking bench pressing. This is how you get fucking frames, dude.
So good.
All right,
Yeah,
Ozzy.
Aussie.
That's like the biggest fucking. Yeah, that sucks. Ozzy's the fucking man.
Yeah. All the clips of him, just unreal.
Oh, it's fucking sick, bro. So yeah, you're here for another week. You're gonna go home. You're gonna go handle some of the work stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to Australia and stay put there for a little while this thing's getting built in
Seminars?
Mexico. Maybe.
I think the people of Australia need to put some cash up.
Dude,
for
I
Benny
want you to go
Hodge,
do. I
right?
want you to go to a fucking kid.
Help me build this motherfucker. I need to pay for it first. Yeah, I'll see. I've got such a crazy schedule the second I get back because I've got to be running all the events. So
Doesn't stop.
I'm like back in September. Then I've got to go to Brisbane. And then also all the people I haven't seen in a year back in Australia.
Yeah.
Those assholes want to catch up with me. So it's like, all right, I'm going here. I'll catch up with these guys. I go to this festival. Can see these guys. Blah, 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 blah. So I've got a full-on schedule for the rest of the year. But all fun, exciting stuff that I'm looking forward to. So
Are you the guy who started? I heard you guys talk about this the other day. Are you the guy who started Fuck Card Jones?
I definitely helped. I think the official credit goes to a guy. Peterson. Why can't I remember his first name? Aaron. Yeah, sorry, Aaron. He, I think, was the first to put it in a hashtag, but then, me and Craig were both training at Absolute, and we did the Abu Dhabi trials in the gi. It used to be gi. I guess they still do
It's
gi
the
Abu Dhabi.
AGP now. But
Yeah,
it was like
whatever, the World Pro,
the World Pro.
Abu Dhabi
yeah.
guys. So they had a qualifier. The winners of the divisions get to go to the Worlds. And this year they had like an under certain weight division and an over certain weight division, and both got a ticket. And then maybe there was an absolute as well. Because I think I did that was it.
Tournaments.
That was it. I remember
like a 2 tournament in a day.
It was all in the same day. It was for black belt. I think it was black and brown combined, and there was like a ticket for, let's just say 80. I can't remember what the weight was, but it was like over 80, under 80, and then also an absolute. So like, and you could do you could do an under or an over, and also the absolute. So Craig did under, I did over. He won the ticket in the under. I lost in the final to Anton, I think. And then I did the absolute. Lockie made Craig jump in the absolute just so that we would come up against each other and he could like throw the fight and give me an easy win to the next round. Technically illegal. Listening to this, they should strip me of the goals going back, but I already got the flight. Fuck them. But anyway, we did that.
Does it mean?
So there's a photo.
Was it a
there.
dart or a
there's
guillotine?
I can't remember. Yeah, he did like a fake shot, and I was like, made a big show of it and submitted him. And then, but it was a fake match. But then there was a photo of me with my hand raised, so I made that my profile picture and like put hashtag fuck Craig Jones across it, and that helped it catch on. And then he put it on Rashies and made a bunch of money, so he can't be mad about it.
No.
But we weren't even like really close friends at that time, so I think he was definitely super mad about that, which made me like it even more. Peak humor.
That's fucking funny.
All right, Benny Hodge, the final question we ask every guest. What is the end goal?
End goal. Well, I don't know. For now, like short term, it's figuring out what I'm doing with this stuff in Mexico. Gonna spend a year in Australia while that's all getting built, and then probably move there. I don't know, maybe for a couple of years, see how that goes. But end goal, I don't really have one. Definitely not when it comes to jiu-jitsu. It'll always be a part of my life. I think competing's an important part of that, so I'll always look to do things here and there. But yesterday definitely highlighted that if I want to do it, I want to do it when I'm taking it seriously. Not like I agreed to it as a fuck around, did it as a fuck around, fought like shit because of it, which good for that guy, but he's got my scalp on his belt now and I shouldn't give it away that easy. So I want to focus on what motivates me and I'm interested in now. I think that calling to get back out there and compete will get stronger the longer I don't, and might take another run at doing it a bit more seriously when I'm not as spread thin in other areas. But end goal, I feel really blessed. I've got everything that I've landed with Grappling Industries. I want to keep doing what I can with that, and that really just gives me the freedom to take risks in other areas, do like what I'm doing in Mexico, and yeah, just see what the future holds there. I feel like I've accidentally been given the best possible education in the events game that there could be. So, yeah, we talked about the holiday camps and jiu-jitsu camps and yoga camps and stuff I could do there, but also, just running different sorts of events. But yeah, end goal, I could, if it all goes pear-shaped, the place in Mexico blows up, gets robbed by the cartel, whatever happens, I could go back to Australia just with my income from Grappling Industries I have now, get a humble place and live a quiet existence. And I think the most important things are already there in my life, so everything else is just extra at this point.
Fucking awesome. Thank you very much, Benny Hodge.
Yeah, dude. Benny Hodge is the fucking...
You guys are the fucking mans.
Let's go.
All right. Austin's going to do a Choju ad read right now.
Fuck, I keep forgetting. Yo, if you're ever hanging out with Ben Hodge on the weekend, the next morning you're going to need to rehydrate. Rehydrate.
Where the fuck was my one of those today? I need that.
Rehydrate with Shoju, CHOJU, life on Instagram. Go to our bio. Click it. Use code White Monster Podcast because it gets the boys paid. It supports good people like Pat making companies, making supplements for the boys. Either you're partying, you're working hard, or if you're working a labor job in Texas like I do. Use the shit. It's great. Like I said, it's good people. Pat's the man. They help Wojcik. They help Ethan. If you guys like all of us, help us out. If you don't, get fucked. Use their shit. Shout out to Benny Hodge, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.